Okay, so here we'll be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Okay. Okay, guys, sorry for the delay. Maybe we'll wait for another few minutes for it to join. Then once we're good to go, go ahead with that. All right. Recording on participant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, Sam, can you hear me? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Okay, I'm just sharing my screen.
Recording.
Okay, share screen. Google Chrome. Share. All right, guys, you can see my screen, correct?
Yes.
Nice, nice. Thank you. So sorry for the delay because it's my very first time on YouTube, and I think it's restricting the new ones. So thank you for joining and thank you for being here. Okay, let's just get started. We have someone joining. Right. Okay. 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 Telegram. Okay, good. So we have like 1, 2, 3, 10 at least. Nice. Okay, so we're having here 10 people and many are joining. Okay. Okay, let's get started. So let's not get you on waiting. Okay, first of all, thank you for being here and thank you for staying with me. So the very first part of the session, I'll be talking a bit about the Bitcoin chart. Maybe there's nothing much to share because I already mentioned it in our Telegram channel. Yeah, so this is what I've been thinking. So this is the weekly chart. And if you see here on the July, we have a breakdown of this current, what is this level? We have a breakdown here at around 40,000 and we've been moving to the upside. So the current rate is around 66,000. And as I have shared with you all, so we're eyeing for the next level at around 38K to 80K. So here's the one. And yep, and we're still good to go. There's nothing much. And today we are in November. So as many of you have been asking about the bull run, yes, we are we are in the very last stage of the bull run, and I think we get this one, the 80K, maybe somewhere in November or December. Yep, and as I also mentioned there in my group, that when we start approaching the level of 74, 75 to 80K, we have to look for cashing out our back a bit because I'm anticipating a 20 to 30% correction before we going for a next leg up. Okay, so that's it. Basically, everything is the same for Bitcoin and what is right now. So yeah, let's go to if. No, let's get back. Gone to see the weekly and this is the daily. The daily. Okay, sorry, let's get back to the Bitcoin chart. All right, so in here you can see a pennant and we got a breakout somewhere at 63K. And on 8th November, we got a daily candle close as at this one. And if we are going for a retest, I think it could go back to somewhere here, around 63 to 64, where we'll be stepping in and buy the dips to get our back repair for the 80K level. Okay, so there's nothing to worry for the moment because we're still good. We're still good. There's nothing changed much. So now let's move to the ETH chart. ETH, okay, we got a breakout here. Here we got a breakout here at 3,940K, and this is also where I posted a signal for buying the dip at 3,920. Okay, so if you have done that, if you have bought there, so we're stripping somewhere around 20% profit. Okay. And also the same thing as I mentioned. So we're still eyeing for the few next level of the each chart is USDT, which is should be around 6,400. The first one will be 5,000. We almost touched that 2 days back, but unfortunately we didn't. But yeah, still good to go to 6,400 to 8,000, and the last stop will be $11,000 to $12,000 on Ethereum. Yeah. So yeah. Good. So same, nothing changed. Okay. What about in the top count list, we may be having a great mover, which is the LTC, the Litecoin. I hope everyone have bought Litecoin as the 160, 170 level, which I have shared earlier, which was the breakout at the breakout point. And if you have done that, you should be at around 68 to 70% profit, right? And yep, my target for this run of the Litecoin is somewhere around $400 to 500, and the last stop will be 1,000, which I think it might be too high to achieve, but who knows, right? So if you have bought it somewhere at 160 to 170, 160 to $170 here, so 60% profit. And if you hold it until 388 or $400 as the target I have given, this will be around 100 or to 200% profit. Okay. Okay. So that's just a very quick update on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and some other altcoin charge. So yes, if you have anything to ask, go ahead. You can turn on your mic. You can do it in the chat box, or you can do anything here. So it's our first time. Let's get to know each other.
Yes, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Yeah, who is that?
It's Sam, also named Moss.
Hi. Nice to see you here, man.
Hey, great to hear you. You speak English very good, I must say.
All right, thank you.
I have a question. How long have you been in the crypto trading business? How many years?
Since Bitcoin was $200.
Oh, it's like 2013, 14 or something.
Yeah, 14, 15, yeah.
Okay. What is your biggest lesson? You talk about you have to learn, have patience, you know, I learned that myself. But
okay.
what is your mistake/lesson?
The biggest lesson is not to go into the future tab of Binance, because you only get to lose money there. You cannot make money with future trading. Of course, you can make with only pro trader only. So I lost in future is where I lost my money the most.
Okay. So you just buy.
Yeah, yeah. It's the only biggest mistake that I have ever made on in crypto trading as well on Binance, because I see so many people are losing money in future trading. It's not that you cannot make money, but you cannot be rich with future trading. So my only advice is don't ever touch that one if you're not a pro trader, and if you're not knowing anything about technical analysis. So don't go into that path, because this is so attractive, right? So you get the profit, instant loss. But most of the time I see people losing money there. They cannot make money. The second thing is you should be patient. You buy a big bag of a big coin, of a big good coin, and be patient until the target. Don't sell too early, and never go all in. Yeah, so many people, I see people going all in on a coin because they think that's a potential one. But who knows? Because if you go all in, the moment it goes down, you're scared, and you start to you correct, and you start to get the shit of you out, and you start to take the loss.
Okay, thank you. I have another question. Also, when you have like a trading bag, you know, for like a shit coin, and you put like $500 in it, it's a small amount. But when you put a small amount in, do you also take profit at the same level?
C'est ça.
Hello.
Okay, okay, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. Again,
Yeah.
look, when you have a big bag, like a few $1,000s, it's like big for me, you know. When you
Yeah.
go, when it's going to make a few to make a nice trade, you have certain targets you want to achieve, and you get like 50% or 100% or earlier. But when you have a small amount, like $500 in a coin, do you
Okay.
also cash out at the same targets? Because if the amount is less in a coin, when you have like 30% from $500, it's almost no profit. You know, it's only a few $100s. So
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like when you have a lot in a coin or very less in a coin. Do you is it advisable to have the same targets to cash out? You know, like 30%. Is it dependable on the amount you get in? Do you know what
Okay,
I'm
so what I, okay, fine. Okay, so I Max, Sam, you're here, right? So you're here since the first day. So you must have seen a message that I posted in the channel regarding the number of coin that you should be having in your account based on your balance, correct? So
Yeah.
so whether you have $5,000 in a coin or $500 in a coin, it depends on how much you have, how much money you have in your balance. And for, let's say you have $10,000 in your wallet and you put like $500, that is like 5% of your portfolio. Okay, so basically the target should be, how can I say, the target is depending on the type of coin that you're in, and the target should be a proper one. For example, you're putting some money into a top coin, you cannot expect it to go a 10x, 20x, or 100x. But for a low cap coin and a potential one, you can always expect that. For example, I see so many people putting money into Litecoin, and they are looking for 20x to 50x profit, and that is like that's nonsense, correct? But is that what I understand you? That's what you mean?
Yeah. So you're saying it always depends on the coin.
Correct. It has to depend on the coin. So if you're putting your money into, you know about the market cap of a coin, correct? On the coin market cap or on CoinGecko?
Yes.
Yeah. So it should be basing on the market cap of the coin. If you're into a shit coin, like with 5 million or 10 million market cap, you can always look for 10x jump potentials. But if you're in a $1 billion coin or $10 billion coin, like Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash, so it doesn't make sense if you're looking for a 10x profit. So it only depends on the type of coin that you're in, and you have to really check the market cap as well as the market cap and the ranking of coin on CoinGecko.
Oh yeah, I understand. Because indeed, if you get in a coin, you have to assess the coin as the big cap, small cap, blah blah blah. And if it's a big cap, you have to cash out at the targets at 20%, 50. You know, so I think I have the answer on my question. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, another thing I have been mentioning in the in Telegram, that you should always take your profit on the way up. Like you're targeting a 10x jump on a coin, but don't wait. Don't hold your entire bag until 10x. You have to take profit on the way up, because you never get to know the top of the coin where it is. You never get to know the peak. Maybe you think that Bitcoin going to $200,000. You should start taking profit at 150 or 180. Don't wait for $200,000. All right.
Yes. And is it all? Does it also depend on the coin what the profit levels are, or is it always like so much? When you have a big cap, is it always like so much percent you take at 30%, 25% out. At 50%, you take 25% out. Or is it
Correct.
always?
Yeah,
Does it depend?
exactly.
What is your strategy when you have a big gap? Profit.
Okay, let's say Ethereum. Okay, it's a second ranking on CoinGecko. Okay, so I was in Ethereum since $300-400, and it's now 10x from my entry. So as I mentioned there, so I have done a 10x, and I'm so happy with that. So there's no good reason for you to keep holding the entire bag. And in fact, I have cashed out all of my investment plus the profit at $3,000 to $4,000 on Ethereum. Okay, so my bag is safe, whatever it is. So the first thing you have to remember is to cash out your investment in any coin. Like let's say you put $1,000 on it, and once it moves, so let's say it's jumped 2x from your entry. So your priorities should always be taking your investment out. Okay, so never hold your entire bag until like 10x to 20x. Don't listen to anyone, but listen to yourself first. You have to take your investment first. Then for a top coin, if you notice from other bull runs, top coins always move along with Bitcoin, or it might be lagging behind a bit, but immediately after the Bitcoin moves, top coin will move along. And that's where you should be taking profit on top coin and move your fund to other small, lower cap. Okay, so for example, now I'm taking profit on my Ethereum and some other top coin, but only my investment out because I think that Bitcoin has not stopped here yet. So
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So the moment Bitcoin touches like 80K to 90K, I'll be cashing out the entire top coin back and move that into lower cap one. All right, so that's my strategy.
Okay, and when you have like when you got an Ethereum for like $900, when is it also advisable when it to cash out right now because it's so high?
You stepped in at $900.
So it's quite late, but I get in again at 900.
$900 is a good entry, man. So if you were in at $900, so you see now 7,000, 4,700. So you should be taking out your investment, correct? So I think that's
yes,
yeah.
yes. I try to take profit on the way up to like 10,000.
Yeah, on the way up to 10,000, you'll be having 5,000, 6,400, 8,000, and 10,000. You can divide your back into four or five different portions and cashing on the way up. And the moment when you're cashing it out, you can move to other lower cap and cap coin.
Yes, like Gono.
Yeah, why not?
Why not? Why not? No, I have enough Gono. I will target something else. But thank you for your answers, man. Thank you.
No worry, man. Okay, anything else? Anyone else? So guys, so basically I just wanted to update on the Bitcoin and some other top coin. Actually, there's nothing much changes since my update in the Telegram. Just want to again emphasize about it. And if you have any question, feel free to turn on your mic and let me know. Okay. We have a lot of Vietnamese friends here. Okay, Vietnamese friend, maybe later because I'll be staying here and speak Vietnamese with you guys. But how about other ones? Okay, Shade, I would like to hear your prediction about SRM. Okay, hold on. SRM, right?
Hi, Vox. I'm the one who asked you the question about coins like SRM, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to ask an additional question, generally about what your recommendation would be, like low cap coins for beginners who do not have like $10,000, for example, to trade or to invest. Someone who is just starting with, let's say, like $2,000 to $3,000. What are the coins that you would advise that should be invested in for a long-term hold? Definitely 2 to 5 years at a minimum.
2 to 5 years. Okay, so the first thing. Okay, let's get back to your question first. Okay, the coin like SRM, CSGS, and Matic. All right. So as I mentioned, I posted a message in the group today about SRM. So you have to understand one. Okay, let's one moment. Today, Solana is number 5 now. Good. So today Solana is $238, and the market cap is $72 billion. Okay, Solana is number 8 on CoinGecko, number 8 ranking on CoinGecko. So that's the reason why I count on SRM, because you have to understand one thing. Solana is the layer 0 blockchain. It's the blockchain coin. And the moment it attracts the money from investor, when they put money into Solana, after the move of Solana, they be cashing out, correct? They be selling for profit. And that profit stays there in the Solana ecosystem itself. It doesn't go anywhere. Okay, so where that profit will go? It will go to other lower market cap coin in the Solana ecosystem itself. And the second to Solana is Serum. Why Serum? Serum is the liquidity provider for the Serum is the liquidity provider for the whole Solana ecosystem. And if Solana ecosystem moves, Serum will move along. So that's where people will be putting their profit, their money into after Solana. That's why I call on Serum. And if you look at Serum today, Serum is only $1 billion market cap. Okay, so Serum is $1 billion, whereas Uniswap is the coin of the same category, standing at $13 billion. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense for Serum to stay here. That's why I made a coin on Serum, and I also posted a chart which suggests it might go up to 6 times since current target. Okay, so that's why I call on Serum. And the current one, I actually call on Serum since it was $2-3, but at this race we can also buy more, or if you don't have anything in your bag, it's also a good entry here. And from here you can always targeting around 14 to 15 is the point that you should be cashing out your investment and hold the rest of your profit until these levels. So, okay, so that's it for Serum. The second one is the Chile, the CHH. Okay, for this one, I made a count on it because simply because of the tweet about the fan token. If you follow CZ on Twitter, you should have noticed one of his tweets mentioning about fan token, which will be the next trend. And right now in the market, we have only one guy doing this, is this one. That's why I have made a coin on that. And in my point of view, I can only, it can potentially go to $2 to $3. And yep, if you're, but this at this level is not a good entry though, because we have bought in 0.3. So if you haven't had it in the back, I suggest you to wait until somewhere at here around on about 4 cents here to load your bag. And if you're holding it for 2 to 3 years, like I think it can potentially do a 10x from here. So why not? And Matic, I have so many questions about Matic, and I have never met a call on Matic because they already done like how much? 156 times, 160 times since the bottom. Okay, so no, it's 300 times from the bottom. That's why I have never met a call on Matic, because the gain is very less. If you look at the market cap of Matic today, this be around $12 billion. So you have to understand one thing: if Matic needs to jump 2 times from here, there should be another $12 billion put it into the coin, so as to get it jump 2x. And yeah, if you're holding it for a long period, it's okay, but the gain will not be that much comparing to other coins. Okay, so yeah, I think Matic is good for trader, not for holder, because it has already gone up too much since the bottom. Okay, Shay. Okay,
Thank you
let's
so
move
much
this.
for answering my question. I didn't want to interrupt you. Thank you very much. But I would still appreciate if you can share the low caps that you think still have a better potential that you are holding. Of course, I know I can read about them on CoinGecko. I just want to know the ones that you are paying attention to. I know CSPR, I know Kono, but I think those are the ones I'm familiar with since I've been following you. And the reason why I'm very particular about the low cap ones are because I don't have like a huge capital. So I prefer to hold on to coins that I already have not done so much. I mean, I have Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I also want coins that I can have for longer term that I haven't really done with that have a chance of better return in few years to come. Thank you.
If you're talking about few years to come, why not Casper? Casper is a good point. If you're, and especially if you're the one with very less capital, I think Casper would be a nice one. Or that's it for the long time. Okay, so for at the risk, if let's check Casper. Casper is now only $300 $300 million market cap, and to me $300 million is still a low cap coin. And if you're looking for someone with very less, then I don't think that one would be suitable for a long term back, like trades here. So one second. Okay, here this trace. So here, if you're specifically looking for a low M cap coin, so I think trace would be the one, but it's not suitable for a long-term one because we're buying it because of the play to earn trend, the NFA and the metaverse trend. So yeah, if you're buying it, you can always target it around the target. You can put the target around around 9 cents to $1. But that might be happening soon. And the moment you're cashing out on that and take the profit and trades, you can put it back to Casper. The Casper will be a very good ecosystem in the years to come.
Okay, thank you very much.
No worry. How much profit should be taken out if it's charged? Okay, so let's see. Let's say if I it actually depends on you, but I always suggest to be taking profit at least 15 to 20% of your bag at each target that I have provided. Like let's say if I put a signal with 5 different targets, so at each one you can sell like 20% of your bag. Can you take a look at Chainlink? Is 500 reasonable for Oracle? $500 link. $500. That means 10, 15 times. 15 times into 16. That is around $240 billion market cap. Yeah, I think it makes sense, but not in this bull run. It will be somewhere. It will be link will be 500 when Bitcoin is $1 million. Okay, so $500 is okay, but not in this year, not in next year. It's in 2024, 2025. Link Bitcoin and link ETH matter. Link Bitcoin. Okay, I think that, okay. It does matter because if you're into crypto, so your target should be only getting in Bitcoin. Okay, so the link Bitcoin chart does matter because most of the wealth, most of the shark will look into Bitcoin chart for the long-term back. And if the Bitcoin chart looks good, they will be stepping in because wealth will be converting Bitcoin into lower cap. Wealth don't hold USDT, man. They only hold Bitcoin. Okay, so it does matter, and it does matter a lot. So you should always have a look at Bitcoin or the Bitcoin, specifically the Bitcoin chart,